just carry on. Carry on to tomorrow. There's no reason to look back. Carry on, carry on.
Everyone's together. Dick Burton, Johnny Randall, Tom Shannon, Jack Hayes, Dave Lockhart, and Jim Davis. The people who keep it all together on a radio station called Wxyz in Detroit.
For that's a way to start to make a pretty world for you and for me.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
Like a sunset despair, right out the door. Life's a dream I dream of now. With your love now, with your love now, with your love now.
And everything is beautiful in its own way. Like the starry summer nights, those snow-covered winter's day. I sing it, John.
Minute by minute, day after day, WXYZ keeps its listeners tuned in and turned on. WXYZ keeps it all together.
WXYZ.
Dick Burton is the morning man. Dick is up early in the morning, up to some pretty funny things, like a typical Burton phone call.
Hello?
Hello, I'm Charles Antel, and in just a moment or so, we'll be on the radio, and what we do is call people up and ask them to snort into the telephone. Then we have a meter attached to our telephone line in the studio. If the needle goes over 75 at the sound of the snort, you win our valuable cash prize.
Just to snort like a pig?
Right.
Burton would be hard to follow if it weren't for this fellow, Johnny Randall. Johnny hits his share of drive time starting at 10 a.m., but also helps the housewives keep it all together.
What would you say to Engelbert Humperdinck as an opening remark? Something like, well, if it isn't Tom Jones in slow motion, haha. No, I don't guess I better say that.
After Randall, it's afternoon, and WXYZ's Tom Shannon supplies the needed lift, taking Detroiters around town as they shop, run errands, pick up the kids, or pack off the Little League. Heading into 3:30, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, when the cars go home. 2 doors, 4 doors, Corvettes, Cadillacs, cars. There are more than 2 million in the Detroit area, and in each one is a driver, and in each one is a radio. And on those radios, you'll hear WXYZ.
A word from Detroit's Traffic Central. All drivers use alternate routes traveling the westbound Ford between Mount Elliott and East Grand Boulevard.
Drive time? Detroit invented it. Now, in the long shadows of late afternoon, Detroit loosens its tie and relaxes to the easygoing style of Jack Hayes.
Well, I certainly hope you dig what's coming out of your radio. You put electricity into it and get me out of it. How's that for magic?
These are night people. Dave Lockhart, Jim Davis. They entertain the daylights out of Detroit when the night lights come on.
Medals may be for space heroes, but statues are for the birds. So I've written my first song. It's called I Think I Just Fell in Something. I hope it's love. Huh?
One more time.
They're all together. keeping it all together for Detroiters on 1270. And if they aren't enough to make WXYZ the neatest sound in the nation's 5th largest city, it'd be some kind of news. Our news. Aggressive, informative, innovative. The news team's so good at gathering the news that WXYZ uncovers an average of 200 stories a month in advance of any other media. What else is WXYZ? It's the station's dazzling T-formation handling of sports, including Detroit Lions play-by-play football, season after season. WXYZ. Music, personalities, news, sports. WXYZ. Programming in a broad range to reach most of the people, most of the time. Turn on WXYZ in Detroit and keep it all together.